is just going to be kind of a follow me around kind of day, and I see it so often in Facebook groups and other places online where people are just like, how do you do anything with kids around, and how do you do it all and everything like that? And I think the answer to that for any type of work at home parent is you don't do it all.
Shadows in the deep. And I've caught the quiet.
Hey guys, good morning. So you just saw me do morning things. Get up, make my bed, do a quick workout, and then have a shower. So basically I've been trying to do some sort of exercise in the morning before the kids get up. I'm loving the bike stand thing. I've had a couple questions about it already, so I will leave I'll put it in my Amazon favorites shop, which is always linked in my description box. So you can just click that link and it'll take you to all the stuff I love on Amazon. It is 7:20, and basically at this point I try to be out of the shower by 7. I need to get a morning routine back in order because it just helps me out so much. I would much rather lay in bed until my kid's coming at me, but then it's not good, and I am not a happy mom when that happens. So if I can get up and get ready for the day, even just get up and get dressed before they're out of bed, then I find that I'm much more laid back and relaxed and ready for the day, and I'm not like yelling at them or anything like that. So yeah, that's a tip. Get up earlier than your kids, and you just have to really maximize your time. So I'm going to give you some tips throughout this video to help you do that. So once they get up, we'll have some breakfast, and then I'll catch up with you after that. I wanted to film this on a day where we were home all day, but unfortunately some things happened and that just didn't line up. So today is story hour day, where my little girl goes to the library for an hour and 15 minutes for a little program there. So we'll be taking her there this afternoon, and then come back here with little man and he'll have his nap, and then usually my grandma will bring her home. Anyway, I'll catch up with you later. Bye.
What's in our way?
it is just before 10. My kids woke up at 8:30. We have breakfast. And after that, I've just kind of been running around getting this parcel ready that I have to send off. So, and did this. I have like a little bit of time before we're gonna start school time. So I'm going to finish this mess, and then we're gonna have school time, and I'll catch up with you later. So typically like 9 to 10 is my like housework time, and I kind of have a cleaning schedule where Monday I will dust and vacuum the bedrooms and the living room, and then Tuesday is for bathrooms, and Wednesday is vacuuming and mopping the whole house, and then that leaves me Thursday and Friday to do like bigger chores. Fridays really nothing much happens, and that's kind of how I like it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is kind of like no deep cleaning, just like, you know, tidying up toys and stuff, and I run the vacuum over stuff if I have to. But Friday has kind of become like a weekend for me and the kids, and I'm actually going to charge the battery because it's like dead, so I'm gonna go do that. You're not gonna see me finish this. Oh, and one more thing, I'm going to be filming a Q&A soon, and so I need some material, some like questions. So leave some questions down below in the comments section. It doesn't have to be sewing related, it can be personal questions. I may not answer them if they are too personal or just something I'm not comfortable sharing. So yeah, leave your questions in the comment section below. I also have a post on Instagram that I can link to down below for you to go and comment on if you want. I don't know, it's probably easier to just comment here unless you're watching on your TV. Anyway, ask me some questions, either sewing related or not, because they'll be coming up in a future, very soon, future Q&A video. Thanks.
This one, this one.
That's Halloween.
That's Halloween.
Yeah, here's some Christmas ones.
Oh, ah, Harry's one. I'm gonna leave it. What are you doing, Mama?
What number is this?
7.
Yeah.
Raging fires come to here to burn what's in our way.
Okay guys, so we just finished up school time, and then they had a snack of apple, peanut butter, and raisins, like, doesn't matter. And then I read them one more book that did not have to do with what we were learning at school time, and now they get a little bit of TV time. So they usually get like an hour-ish. So today I think it's like 45 minutes or whatever before lunch. And that's kind of our morning. So how it goes is I get up in the morning, I do my thing, my morning routine thing, and then we eat breakfast, get dressed for the day, they make their beds, which we forgot to do today, and then they play independently while I do some cleaning. And then at 10 o'clock-ish, we have school time, which lasts anywhere from like 15 minutes to an hour, depending on how engaged they are. I'll just kind of keep going. If I have really good activities, then obviously they're more into it. School time, I try to do school time 3 times a week, so Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Tuesdays we kind of are trying to get into the habit of going to a play group in the next town over, and I'll get groceries at the same time, or else we'll just get groceries, or we might have to go to the city and get groceries. So that's kind of like a non-school time day. And then Fridays, like I said, are kind of just our weekend starting. And days that we don't have school time, and sometimes there's other things going on where we can't have school time either, we'll do like puzzles together, or building blocks, or baking, things like that, where I'm with them, full on focused with them, giving them my full attention, so that then they repay me by giving letting me have my attention elsewhere, which typically is now. So while they're watching TV, I can do a little bit of sewing. So I have like 2 shirts, or a skirt and a shirt to hem, which I'm gonna do now and kind of tidy up and get ready for lunch. Sometimes I'll work on bigger projects, sometimes I'll edit videos, whatever I kind of have to do. I do find that when I can be present with them most of the morning, act out less because they're not trying to get my attention because they're already getting it. Some days that we do have school time, some days that we don't, just depending what the weather is like, we'll head out and go for a walk to the mail and maybe play at the playground. Today, because there is story hour and we'll be walking there, we'll go get the mail then, and it's kind of crappy, so we're not gonna go to the playground, so that's why they get their TV time. If it's a nice day, we just don't have TV time and they go out and play. We go out and play for a walk, stuff like that. But yeah, so I just want to kind of quickly summarize what I do to keep the day running smooth. So I do have a plan for school time. I have my agenda or my planner where I write down things that I need to get done during the day, like make some phone calls, which now I just remembered I have to do this morning. I try to be totally with my kids. I know if you're a stay-at-home mom, like, you're with your kids all the time, but the biggest thing is don't be on your phone. And honestly, I don't like being on my phone in front of my kids, period. And it's always just been a fear of mine. And to be honest with you guys, if Instagram had a desktop version that was usable, I would not have a cell phone. I know it's kind of backwards thinking, but I do not like having a cell phone. So I've just started where I leave my phone like out of sight, out of mind, and I check it at 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. is what I'm trying to do. I will, like, if I'm expecting a text or something, check it between then. I turn all my notifications off, so I'm not receiving any notifications during the day to pull me back into that. We don't keep any electronics in our room. We don't have a TV. We don't use our phones for an alarm clock. That is all literally out of our room. We don't bring it in our room at bedtime. We use real alarm clocks, if you can imagine. That's just kind of our rule as a couple, and we sleep great. We are more connected as a couple. I don't know, it's something we've almost always done. Our entire marriage, we've done it. We feel like we are a strong couple, whether that ties to that or not. I'm not saying if you have your phone in your room you're destined for divorce, like, no, I'm not saying that, but we do find that it helps with everything, sleeping, anxiety, everything. And I find that it helps with my kids too, because they're not just like begging for my attention when they know that I'm on my phone trying to get stuff done, etc. But other than that, I find like I am a very structured person, analytical type A, whatever you want to call it. So I need to have like time blocking in my mind, and it's quite specific, like down to the hour, half hour, because that's what works for me. So I mean, I'm gonna recommend it, but it might not be your thing. If you are not like that at all, then don't do it. Just know that in the morning you need to get this, this, and this done. Make yourself a list, and then put a couple extra things on there as well. Get your phone out of there. You don't need your phone. I promise you, you don't need your phone. There's a lot of things I can do with my kids around, like shipping and even like some sewing stuff or work on the computer. But mostly I just spend time with them because I'm a mom and they are young, and that comes first to me, is being with them, helping them grow, helping them learn to be well-rounded human beings. And I mean, we all carry baggage, right, from our childhood, but I'm trying not to give them like PTSD from their childhood. So yeah, I'm trying to raise them to be respectable human beings, part of the society. You know, they become 15, 16, 20 years old and they're just little a-holes, but I have a successful business to show for it. That's not worth it for me. I'm sorry, but it's not. Even if I had like 4 billion YouTube subscribers and was making hundreds of $1,000s a month, not worth it for me. No way. These are my kids. They are real human beings. At the end of the day, that comes first. So prioritizing them is how I get through my day. And then after that, I just figure out what I need to do. I have a goal board, vision board, that's what it's called, goal board, and kind of just work backwards from those goals. And yeah. So I have dropped my daughter off story hour. Little guy is napping, and now it is hustle time. And this is the time of the day where I usually try to get on the computer or prep fabric or patterns for sewing. But I'm gonna be real here, and there's days where I lay on that bed with my phone in my hand and I watch YouTube, because it's real life and sometimes I just need a break. Today I want to lay in that bed, but I'm going to go get on the computer for a little bit. This can be anything from like emails to working on my Etsy shop. I'll link it down below for you guys. Facebook promoting. You know, I had a new video go up today, so I should probably do some promoting for that. Responding to comments, all kinds of stuff like that related to my sewing business. Or some days it means construction work, and that's anything from like entering bills, creating invoices, entering payment receipts, banking, you know, reconciling QuickBooks, employee stuff, like all that kind of stuff that comes with running a business. That's kind of this time, and it really varies. Sometimes I get like 10 minutes of uninterrupted time before my daughter's driving me crazy. I try to get her to stay in her room for like 2 hours and do just like solo activities like reading and playing with her dolls and whatever, coloring, that kind of stuff. And then sometimes she'll put herself for a nap, or she'll get me to come lay with her so she can have a nap. And then I really, like, she'll nap for 2 hours still, so I will get uninterrupted time then, which is like every day I like cross my fingers that she's gonna have a nap that day. And I don't stress over it too much. Like some days I'm like, no, I really need to get stuff done. Other times, like if she keeps coming out and coming out and coming out and coming out, and she just will not stay in there, and it's more stressful for me to keep putting her back in, I'll set her up with something beside me. And she loves to cut fabric, so I will set her up with that, and then I'll just work alongside her. And I mean, it's quiet, I can still get stuff done. But yeah, so I'm gonna go do some work. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I might start editing this video, or probably going to work on Etsy descriptions for my Etsy shop, which has no sales yet. And I'm like, I don't know, do you have if you have an Etsy shop and you have some like foolproof way of getting sales or getting people to view your page, please let me know, because I just want to make that first sale. If you want to check it out, I'll leave the link below, but no pressure. Thanks. Okay friends, as you can probably hear, my kids are up and they've had a snack. I'm going to maybe do a little bit of work back there on some upcycling projects. Follow along on Instagram if you're interested. A lot of times that's when I do my sewing, is in the evenings. Yeah, but that's the day. I hope it helped you seeing like that I don't just work all day, and that major balance, and it's major like figuring out what works, and then sometimes what works and what has worked for so long doesn't work anymore. Like when we get to summer mode, as I call it, which usually starts in May, or whenever it's nice enough to be outside every day, then things are gonna change again. And maybe if you guys enjoy this video, I'll have to do another video then. Has kind of an update, but as for right now, this is what's working. And as long as I can stick to my daily schedule, then things go really well, and we're a happy family. And I mean, it's just so true, happy wife, happy life. Like when mama's happy, mama's organized and not overwhelmed, then things are always better. So that's just what I do to keep that going, keep the household rolling smoothly, and have some happy, well-rounded kids. So thanks so much for watching. Thank you for staying to the end, of course, as usual, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks, bye.